Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So guys, in the today's video we are starting a complete production level data engineering project on the GCP. So guys, many tutorials explain the individual GCP services, but in real projects data engineers needs to combine the multiple services and build the automatic pipelines, right? So guys, in this series we will build the complete end-to-end ETL pipeline using the cloud storage, cloud composer, which is nothing but Apache Airflow, then Dataproc Batch. We will see what is this Dataproc Batch. Then PySpark, BigQuery, Secret Manager, IAM, and Cloud Monitoring. So guys, by the end of this series, you will understand how guys the enterprises data pipelines are designed and implemented. Okay. So imagine guys, we are working on the e-commerce company, right? And every day we will get the transactional data is generated from the multiple sources. For example, let's say customer transactions like transactions ID, customer ID, product ID, amount, transaction date, status, right? So transactions files, let's say, arrives in the cloud storage bucket. Then this Airflow will detect the new file, and then Airflow will be trigger the Dataproc batch job, and PySpark clean and transform the data, and that proceeded data will be loaded into the BigQuery, and business teams will be use this BigQuery for the dashboards and the analytics purpose, and this secrets and this all the things we will see later. So let's understand the complete architecture. Okay, so guys, let's go one by one. So if we see here, we discuss, right, like this. Let's start with the first one, like first start with the cloud storage, right? So cloud storage is act as the guys here the data lake. Like we will store the raw files, proceed files, or the PySpark script configurations files into the cloud storage. For example, uh, let me show you. For example, let's say this is our bucket, right? KDETL project. So inside we will create three different folders like transactions.csv. This is the actually the input file. The script we will store into the script folder, and in the logs you will get all the logs. Okay, then guys, next one is, let's say, cloud composer. So we know that, right, cloud composer is provide the managed Apache Airflow. So what responsibilities the cloud composer has? Let's say they will schedule the workflows, they will manage the dependencies, retries, monitor executions, right? So let's understand, like here your job will get start, then it will check the files into the cloud storage. Once the files will be in the cloud storage, it will run the PySpark job, and it will load the data into the BigQuery, validate data, and end. Then what about the Dataproc batch, right? So guys, here we are using the Dataproc batch, right? So here it's a Dataproc batch. So guys, what is difference between this one, right? So basically the purpose is like we are executing the Spark workloads without managing the clusters, right? So in the traditional approach, what we are doing is we are creating the clusters, we are running the Spark, and we will delete the clusters, right? But in the modern in the Dataproc batch, we will directly submit the job. There is no need to create the clusters. Google backend automatically manage the infrastructure. They will run the PySpark job, and they will clean automatically. Okay, so okay, then the next thing is that BigQuery, right? So like in the BigQuery, what we will do, we will create the analytics data set. In the BigQuery we will create the analytic data sets, and we will create the multiple tables. Okay, then guys, let's see the folder structure. So guys, let's say this is your, let's say, main project. Inside that we will create the Airflow. In that Airflow we will create one py file, which is known as the transactions.py. In this one you will see all the codes. You will see the Airflow codes where we will create the batch. We will create the operators. From that operator we will trigger the job, right? Then in the PySpark folder we will store our PySpark job file. In the SQL we will store our SQL validation file. Configurations we will see the configuration JSON. Okay, So guys, this is all about the architecture. So now let's do the environment setup. Okay, so make sure that guys, you should have the GCP projects. Okay, if you don't have, then you need to create the free trial account. So and make sure, okay, so before start, we have to enable some required APIs, right? So you need to enable this Dataproc Composer, BigQuery, Cloud Storage, Secret Manager. So let's enable this one. So to enable this one, you can directly open the Cloud Shell. Okay, actually few of the services I already enabled. Okay, that's fine. Then we need to create the cloud storage bucket to store all the files. So we can use the gsutil command. So here gsutil means made bucket. We need to specify the regions and the bucket name. So here we are giving the KD ETL project bucket name. Okay, so the bucket is created. Let's verify gsutil ls. Yeah, if you see, the bucket is now created successfully. So guys, as we discussed, right, we need to create the some folders to store the required files, right? So let's create this one. So here we will create raw, script and config folder. So let's create them. Okay, something issue with this one. Okay, let me run one by one. This is right? gsutilmb. Okay, is not valid. Okay, let's go and create manually. I think there is something here. Let's go to the cloud storage. Go to the view list. Yeah, here it is. Let's create folder. Let's create the raw folder. Z raw. Create it. Create the folder. Name it as script. Let's say config. Let's create config. Perfect. So this is done, guys. So now let's create the BigQuery dataset, because we will store all the data in this dataset. So let's create the one dataset. So here also has the two way, like you can directly create on the using the BigQuery console, and you can create using the command line. So this is the command line if you want to use bqmk. So analytics datasets we will create. Okay, no problem. Let's create from the UI itself. Create datasets. Typical datasets. Region is US. Let you in the US. Okay, perfect. Perfect, guys. So that's completes the episode 1. So guys, in the next video we will write the complete PySpark ETL applications, and we will read the transactions data from the cloud storage. We will perform some transformations and apply the data quality rules, and we will load data into the BigQuery. So don't forget to guys subscribe to my channel. So we will see in the next video. Thank you, guys.